Hey guys, welcome. My name's Tony. I work for CatholicMatch and I am here to review a review of CatholicMatch. So I think this person has some very interesting takes on CatholicMatch. Some I agree with, some I vehemently disagree with. And I think this will be interesting because, coming from someone who works at CatholicMatch, I see people match and get engaged and married from CatholicMatch every single day, so I know what works, I know what doesn't. I'm very curious to see what this person's take is on it, so I think it's gonna be fun. So without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, let's finish up this profile setup video with CatholicMatch, last but not least. So photos are going to be the same as Hinge and Bumble, same order, same pictures themselves, so not really that much different here. Here's the problem. CatholicMatch gives you a lot of opportunities for putting information in that are not, it's not necessary. Compare how much you can put on Bumble or how much you can put on Hinge compared to how much you can put on CatholicMatch. All this info is not necessary. The woman just needs to figure out,
is he attractive? Does he seem like he can take care of me? Is he actually Catholic?
She doesn't need to know your favorite hobby.
Those are not the only three things a woman needs to know about you, right? Is he Catholic? Is he attractive? Can he take care of me? Yeah, those are all awesome qualities. The reason we have, and I'll get into it more, the reason we have all of these different options that you can add about your profile and stuff like that are because women asked for them, right? Are because people asked, hey, can you add this? Or hey, this is important to me, can you add this? And so all of them are things that we were asked to add. So it definitely helps. They're optional for a reason. We'll get into that in a little bit, but it definitely helps to have more options to tell people who you are.
Your favorite devotionals, your favorite mass style, your favorite parish to go to, your family story. She doesn't need to find out all these
doesn't need to know, but it helps to know.
Crazy things. Temperament, you do not need to add your temperament. It's just noise. It's just, no one actually needs to know that. A girl isn't like,
oh my gosh, his temperament is like, 70 degrees. Oh my gosh, I'm going to go out with this guy. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
I don't even know what this means. Complete noise. You don't need it. Now, the bio. What guys like to do on the bio is write a
So true. Nobody's going to go out with you based off your temperament score, but it might give them an idea of what to expect when they're on a date with you.
Gigantic word salad, spilling their life story and talking all about their hobbies. Literally, all you need to do is show that you have confidence and show that you have a little bit of a sense of humor. So something as simple as saying, I'm looking for a traditional girl and touch their feminine side, and then say, and we'll get along great if you don't steal my hoodies. That's literally all you need in a bio. Very confident to state what you're looking for, and this is also playful and a little humorous too. So this makes it very easy for women to message you first, and then also here's a little bit of tongue.
So he says, confident and humorous for the profile, for the bio. I think the bio is the most important part about your CatholicMatch profile, right? It's the first things you get to tell the people about who you are. At the same time, I agree that you should not be writing a novel. This is not time to hear about my life story, right? That's on the third date or whatever, right? But this is a little bit about A, who you are, B, what you're looking for. That's all that's necessary.
In chief, you're being playful. There's going to be women who will message you, oh, I want to steal your hoodies, or what is it going to take to steal your hoodies? So that's literally all you need for a bio. It's a perfect example. Then telling us about your faith. Just one sentence that sparks curiosity about your faith is all you need. That's it. So for me, my curiosity statement is, I'm a convert, but you'll never guess what I used to be. That sparks curiosity and women are going to want to message me. Then you need to think, what are some other ways that I can spark curiosity about my faith? If I'm not...
Again, right? We don't need to be, he's right, where we don't need to be writing novels, but we want you to be intentional. We want you to say, hey, this is who I am. This is what's important to me, right? And the people who will want to get to know you more will naturally be attracted to that.
You converted from. And then favorite saints or devotions, leave that blank. Doesn't matter. What types of media? Blank. Taste in music? Blank. None of this matters. If she's attracted to you and then you seem normal, she's going to want to talk to you. It's that simple. You don't need to put all this extra in.
So here's the thing. If you are attractive and you seem normal, yes, the woman is more likely to talk to you than not, obviously, but the other things are there for a reason. Like I said, they're optional for a reason, where you don't need to put your favorite music style, you don't need to put your mass preference, but it's a way to get a foot in the door, right? Say, a woman looks at your profile and sees, hey, you like country music. She likes country music. That's an opener, right? That's a first conversation. That's a conversation starter. Same with if you're a traditional Latin mass goer and they are too, great. You have something in common right off the bat. It's not imperative, right? Like I said, it's optional for a reason that you say that, right? But it can help. And so with all of these, my professional CatholicMatch opinion would be answer the ones that you think will help start conversations. Don't just give them information to give them information. Give them information if it's something interesting that can be used to spark conversations and spark connection.
information. It's just noise. And then again, we're going to get to the specifics, only the essentials. How tall, put your height, body type, not essential. Ethnicity, I think you have to answer, otherwise I would leave it blank. Exercise, just 3 to 4 times a week, seem like you're normal. Alcohol, socially. Tobacco, I don't. Do you have children? No. Ideal number of kids, not important. You can talk about that later. Political views, just put conservatives, they know you're normal. Education, you can put that. Your job, put that. Faith, put that. Mass, put that. Liturgical preferences, doesn't really matter. And then yeses to all of these.
Yeses to all of them if they actually are yeses.
And then all these, they're all noise. They do not matter at all. Do not waste your
Again, they do matter because I've seen tons of people get dates and get marriages from those little, optional things mattering, but not all of them matter to all people, okay? So they can matter to some, but they're not going to, right? If you don't have a good bio and a good pic, they don't care if you have the same music preference as them, right? So it's not the most important. That's why it's optional, but it does matter.
time. Because look at this profile. Look how this profile is. It looks super good. Fantastic photos. Fantastic profile. Now let's go look at your competition. You ready to see your competition on CatholicMatch? And I'm going to show you how the less is more approach is better. He spends all his time writing a diary while his photos are absolutely, and I'm sure this is a super nice guy, but his photos, he needs to focus on his photos, not his bio. Look at this. Diary entry, 1 million interests. But then his photos, women have so many matches, they're not going to read this.
After talking to a lot of women on CatholicMatch, they do read that. They're interested in you from the get-go, which I will agree with him here on the profile pictures, right? The profile picture gets you in the door. But if they click on you, then they'll see that and they'll want to see more information about you, right? Women naturally want to see. In making this video, I asked some of my coworkers the thoughts on this, who are women, and they all agreed that yes, they want to see more information about you once they click on your profile. They want to see, what your job is. They want to see what your height is. They want to see, your ideal number of children. All those things are good information to help them realize, okay, this is a normal person who I would appreciate and feel comfortable talking to and going on a date with.
So you got to lead with really strong photos. Like, just photos are absolutely horrible. But he's got diary entry. This guy is never going to get messages. No one's ever going to give him the time of day to actually read. But if you look at this profile, this is the type of stuff that women are going to respond to. They're going to want to message you. There's a little bit of mystery. You're not spilling your guts completely. Your photos are really good. Your photos do all the talking rather than your bio having to do all of the talking. Every single day, women are getting hundreds of these guys in their inbox. Imagine you get photos like this, an awesome photo with a dog, then a super handsome photo on the top of a building, a really sick photo, smoking a cigar in a really awesome lounge, and then a really cool upfront photo at a really cool place where you're looking super handsome, or a really interesting architecture portrait. Look at compared to this. Dude, no one's seeing photos like this and being like, oh, I can't wait to go out with this guy. And then they see photos like this and they're like, this guy is super handsome and seems super interesting. This is the stuff that is going to get you.
So I agree with this guy 100% that you should have good photos in your bio, that it is one of, if not the most important parts, because it's the first thing they see. And if you have a bad opening profile photo, they are never going to click on you to read the interesting stuff about you. You could be the most interesting guy in the world, but if you don't have a nice photo, they will never get to know you. So I would agree 100%. Go get professional or semi-professional photos done of you. Go, spruce up a little bit, put on something nice, go to a couple locations, take good photos, and show that you actually care. This is finding your future spouse, okay? It should be intentional. You should not just put whatever photo of yourself you want. And for all things good and holy, do not put group photos in. Do not put group photos in your photo. Sure, maybe a picture of you and one of your friend at the very end of the photos after they know who you are and stuff like that. The amount of group photos I see is comical sometimes. And also a side note, that first photo, make sure it's not a pixely photo, because CatholicMatch, typically it zooms in a little bit on your face for that first photo when people are seeing your profile. So make sure it's a clear, non-pixely photo, taken nice, taken professionally. That's what I'll say. I agree 100% with the guy on this.
Here's the best way to use CatholicMatch. You're going to change this filtering. You're going to go to your local area. Then you're going to do 100 miles. You're going to limit it
more than 100 miles. Always do more. Always expand your perimeters more than you think you do. Trust me, the amount of people who their wife or their husband was just a couple miles outside of the parameters they set, cannot tell you how many people that are.
Your country, you're going to apply, and now all the women in your filter are going to be local to you. And then here's what you're going to do. All of the women that you find attractive as you're scrolling through, you're just going to do this. Right click them, open link in new tab, and now they're open, you can talk to them. And just do this as you find women who you are attracted.
See, I don't love this because at this point you're kind of just making it Catholic Tinder, which is not the intention of CatholicMatch. The reason we don't have the swiping feature, the reason you can see everyone all at once, is so that you can work through each person. You're not just swiping yes or no based off of whether you think they're physically attracted on their first profile picture or not. So I would suggest click on each individual photo, whether you find them uber attractive or not, so that you can look at their bio and see them for who they are beyond just that first initial photo. But I will say he's onto something where the best feature of CatholicMatch is that we're not a swiping app.
To. And as let's just say I'm just opening random women, by the end of it, literally scroll through everybody. And by the end of it, this might take you an hour or two. You're going to have probably 20, 30, 40, 50 conversations to start. All you do is buy premium so that you have the chance to message these women first, then go through and message all these women first, and literally just hit them with...
He's about to get into his classic line. I'll tell you my thoughts on this as well. But I mean, this was made before we came out with the golden like thing as well. So if you see the people, look through all the people in your section. After buying premium, you get 3 golden likes to start out, and then you get 1 per week again after you use it. So hit them up with the golden likes, right? Let them know. That shoots your profile straight to the top where they 100% will see it. So use those golden likes on the people who you want to message the most.
The classic line that gets the best response, which is simply my favorite line. It always works. You just do, and literally copy paste this exact message and then just change it based on your hair color, and boom, this is the line you're going to use. Send this line out 40, 50, 60 times. I don't care how many conversations you're able to open, but then this way you'll get as many women as you can to reply. Some won't reply, and then the women...
Okay, so this is probably the thing I disagree the most with of this video is he says, I mean, it's a fun opening line. He's like, cute, brunette, and stylish. What's the catch? Like that's a fun opening line that will, might get you a first date or two, but here's the thing. He says, send that out to all the women 40, 50, 60 times. Imagine you go on a date with a guy and you find out that the message you got sent, he also sent the exact same message. He just changed your hairstyle to 60 different women. Do you know how mad that would make you? Right? So 100% your first message needs to be tailored to the person's profile. That's why all those optional qualities are so important to get that first conversation starter. Tailor those messages to the person you're messaging out. And also, if you send 60 messages of the same message, like our system will flag you. So just don't do that in general. That's just bad advice. But also, just from treating other people like humans, right? Treat them with dignity and respect by giving them a personalized message. Okay, people. 100%, I can tell you this from all the time I've been working for CatholicMatch, people respond the most to comments that are personalized about their profile, okay? And so the problem with saying, oh, cute, brunette, and stylish, what's the catch? The problem is it's giving the illusion that you are, tailoring it to them, but in reality, you're not. In reality, you're just sending the same thing to all the women. You're just changing, the hair color or whatever. So what I'd say to that is, we want you to be intentional right from the get-go. You're talking possibly to your future spouse here. Do you really want your first message to a future spouse to be the same thing you sent to 60 other women? No, send something personalized.
Do reply, try to get their number, try to get them on a date, follow the texting frameworks that I've given you, and then after a month, you should have scrubbed through every single woman in your area and gotten either positive or negative responses and either moved forward or got ghosted.
Yeah, so that's about it, guys, for this video. Overall, some good stuff. I would say some great stuff about profile pictures, some good and bad stuff about the profiles, about the optional stuff. I would say use the optional stuff if you have something interesting to say about the optional stuff. Don't just fill it out automatically. For the bio, for those important questions, concise is good, but also be intentional about what you're going to say. And then, yeah, I mean, as far as your first message, make it original. In a world that wants you to be a copy and paste, be original and curate it to the woman or man's profile. That's all I'll say. That's all for me for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, God bless.